My name is Hendricks Reyes. Well, a dark season in my life, I have to say, would be the day that my ex-wife decided to leave and take my kids with me. That was hard for me. Like, I got home from work and she was packed and she was taking all her stuff and leaving, and she took my kids with me. And one thing that has played throughout my whole life, like it was yesterday, is seeing my kids in the back seat of the taxi cab where she left, and crying, waving, and me standing there. Like, for the first time in my life, I was like so vulnerable. Like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't stop them from leaving. They were leaving, and it was crazy. I think that moment there was the breaking moment for me. I didn't know how to start a new life. I didn't know what to do to be able to start. Like, okay, what happens now? I couldn't. I was stuck. And the depression, like, was beating me up. It took a total control. Because then I didn't feel like, I didn't worry about rent. I didn't care about anything. Like, if they weren't, like, what was the point of living? Because I lost the most important thing in my life, you know? It was the middle of winter. I'll never forget. I was laying inside Penn Station in New York. I was laying on the floor there in the terminal, and I was hungry, and some man came up to me and tried to hand me pizza, and I told him, I don't need that. What I need is an opportunity. He was like, what? What do you think? Well, I said, if I get out of here, if I just go somewhere else, like, he was like, anywhere in particular? I said, yeah, if I could go to Miami right now, because I'm freezing. If I could go to Miami and get a job and start all over, like, I can be somebody. So they bought a ticket, bus ticket to Florida. I got on the bus. It took 22 hours to get. I was going to Miami, and it stopped in Winter Park, the bus. I had to use the bathroom, and somebody was in the bathroom there, so I got off to go use the bathroom in the Tri-Rail station. And when I came out, it left me. The bus wasn't there. So I sat on the bench there, and it was getting late, it was getting dark. And I saw the 102 bus pass by, and I got on that bus for some reason. I figured it'll take me to wherever I needed to go. And it brought me to the last stop of the bus station, which was Journey Church here. And it wasn't even Journey at the time. And I was scared, hungry, and I didn't know what to do. So I walked over to the front of the building here, and I sat there. My plan was to sit there for at least until the next bus came. Like, when you're out there, you don't keep track of days and time and dates. So I can't really tell you, like, how long or what day it was or whatever, but I know that those 20 minutes ended up being 4 years. And I remember I was crying. I got in the middle of the parking lot right there, and I got on my knees, and I was like, God, like, I can't do this no more. Like, I've been here so long. Like, I used to mark in front of the door with a nail, little sticks of how many days went by. And that's what triggered it. When I looked at that and I counted how many sticks were there, it hit me, and it was like, I can't believe, like, this is crazy. Am I gonna die here? Like, if you're for real, they stole my bike. I can't get to you now. How am I gonna get to church? I can't even get nothing. Like, well, I'm gonna die in this parking lot. I can't do this. I can't do this no more. That's it. I give up. I can't do this. If you're for real, show yourself. Like, I'm tired of, I'm invisible. Nobody sees me. I've been here in this thing. I was just crying. I got up from there and I went back to the door. I guess that was the comfort zone. And I laid on the floor there, and I must have passed out because I was hungry, that hungry like that. I must have passed out because I remember the next morning I woke up and I'm sitting there, and this man comes and taps me on my shoulder. And he's like, excuse me, sir, would you like some coffee? And I was like, leave me alone. And I looked, and he's like, I was just gonna ask you if you want some coffee. I said, yeah, I need some coffee. He's like, you're welcome to come in. I was like, no, I'm not going in there. So he brought me a cup of coffee. That ended up being Freddie, Pastor Taser's father. And I asked him, what's going on here? Like, what are they doing over there? He's like, oh, that billboard, this is gonna be a church. It's called Journey Church. I knew right there. Like, my jaw just dropped. I was like, I knew right there, because I knew what it was. I prayed, got on my knees, and I said, I can't do it. Like, I need you to, like, please don't let me die here. And boom, he made it happen. Like, he brought a church. I was feeling invisible, and he brought a church with like a whole army of people, like, and I went in. For the first time, I walked into the church, and it was crazy because all these people, everybody smiling and everything, and it was like, wow, like for the first time I was around people, like, and I wasn't being told, oh, you stink or you can't be here. And Pastor JJ was standing in the lobby, and he was like, oh, welcome to Journey. It was cool because I asked him, well, so where do you sit? He was like, just walk in the tunnel, you can't miss me. Once I went in there, it was crazy because he was off stage talking about his son, and that blew me away. So that kind of helped me come back the next Sunday, and the next Sunday, and then the next Sunday. It was that feeling that I got when I came in, just right from the door, the greeters. So when I'm standing at that door greeting, and I tell people, welcome to Journey, you know, I'm telling you, welcome home. I was here before Journey came, you know, so Journey's just a prayer answered. I prayed on it, and Journey, my prayer was answered. It's just Journey happened to be my prayer. I walked through hell literally out there. I went through, and here, being in here is like, welcome to Journey. It's like, welcome, you know. I don't know your story, but I know you're coming from lights out, that you found the light, you know. Welcome in here, because I guarantee once you go in these doors, you're gonna walk out brand new, like a car wash, you know, because it happened to me. I'm not just telling you it, I'm telling you what I lived. He did for me.